The law of attraction allows us to create the life that we want using the power of our minds and using the flexibility of the universe. Our thoughts and our feelings create the reality that we experience, so the thinking and feeling the way we want can create the life that we desire. But as simple as that sounds, I usually come across blocks to my manifestations, and I have to find ways to go across them and around them, or my manifestations will come true. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 2 biggest blocks to my manifestations that I have discovered and how I get around them. Let's get into it. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Haben. On this channel, we talk about self-development, spirituality, and creating your own reality. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe and to leave comments about what you want me to make videos on, and I just might make a video on it. Today's video is about the blocks that we face when we are trying to manifest the things we want into our lives. I'm going to talk about the 2 biggest blocks that I have discovered in my own manifestations and how I managed to get around them. The first block to manifestations that I want to talk about is environment. I have found environment to be such a big part of attracting the things you want into your life. And by environment, I'll divide this into 2 parts. The first part of environment is our daily consumption, what we consume into our minds every day, what I call the daily mind consumption. Our daily mind consumption includes all the music we listen to, all the movies we watch, all the shows that we watch, all the social media content that we listen to or we consume. And it's all coming into our minds, and it's altering who we are and the energy that we possess and what we put out, and therefore attract back to ourselves. So let's say you want to attract a radiant, positive, fun life, but the music you listen to is mostly sad or angry or a certain negative sort of vibe. This can be a block to the reality that you want to attract, because the energy is almost the opposite of what you want to draw to yourself, what you want to manifest in your life. And this applies to movies, the movies you watch, if they are not vibing with what you want to draw to yourself, because the basic force behind attracting and creating the reality you want is embodying the energy of what it is that you desire. And if your predominant consumption is negative or sad or angry music or movies or social media content or the news that you consume, because that's a big source of negativity too, then it acts as a block to your life, because the energy that you embody in the present moment is not positive, is not that of the reality that you're trying to attract. One of my favorite sayings related to this is, what we consume, we become, and what we become, we manifest. So if you're consuming a lot of sad or angry songs and movies, and you're trying to manifest a positive, radiant life, it won't align. But a lot of these days, the sad or angry genre, especially in music and pop culture, is very big. You hear it all the time. And a lot of us, and I have been through this, a lot of us are very much into this sorts of songs. And it's fun to listen to them in a little amounts, but if that's a predominant sort of content you consume regularly, then it just becomes you. It changes your dominant vibration, your dominant energy, which attracts more of that energy to you, not the reality that you really want to manifest in your life. The second part of our environment that blocks our manifestations is the people we come across. And you probably have experienced this in some ways. When you want to experience new things and when you want to change a certain part of your life, some people in your life will be against it, or will not like that you're changing, and will put up resistance to the shift that you have in your life. One of my favorite sayings in this subject is, show me 5 of your closest friends and I will show you your future. This saying is so powerful because the people we spend most of our time with, the people we spend most of our hours in a day with, we embody their energy and they embody our energy, but it's almost a coalescence of energies there. So the more we spend time with negative people, the more negative our energy becomes, and the more we spend time with positive, encouraging people, we start embodying the same energy. So when you're trying to have a new goal, a new shift in your life that you want to manifest, if you have people around you that do not encourage that growth, that change and discourage you and put you down, then you gotta change your friends, you gotta change the people you're around, because that negativity is blocking them. It's a block because you're absorbing that doubt, you're absorbing that energy, that negativity, and that acts as a block to your manifestation. You cannot go past that until or unless you change friends, or you get away from them, or you decrease the amount of time, at least you decrease the amount of time that you spend with them, and you expose yourself to that negativity and that energy. So that's environment. Let's get into the second block that I have found to manifestations, and that is our beliefs, our subconscious and conscious beliefs that run in our mind 24/7 and that really create the reality and the framework of the reality that we experience. Let's start with subconscious beliefs. So our conscious mind just makes up 5% of our whole mind, and the subconscious takes us almost 95% of what we're thinking and feeling and experiencing every moment. So our subconscious mind is directly responsible for most of the reality that we experience. And in our subconscious mind, positively or negatively, there could be beliefs from long past in our childhood, or when we're growing up, or when we had certain experiences that were charged with emotion and feeling. And when we're not aware of them and they're running on autopilot, these beliefs can run our lives for a long time. So this is what I like to similarize with this is basically our computers. I have a PC, and let's say I had a very old operating system instead of like a Windows 10 that I use now. Let's say if I had a Windows 98 or something, and I couldn't run, I would not be able to run applications or the things I want to do with my computer now. It just would not be something accessible to that operating system. It's the same way with subconscious beliefs that we have. Our old programs running from our childhood or from past experiences that were limiting or negative, limit us from having new experiences. New possibilities are not accessible to us because it's an old program. It doesn't process those new experiences. So it locks us into a bunch of possibilities, and the rest of the infinite possibilities of life and possibilities of the universe are not accessible to us. The second part of this is our conscious self-talk. How we talk to ourselves whilst we're doing our daily tasks. And you can hear yourself usually when you're trying to create a new goal, and when you say, I want this. And usually if you have negative self-talk, it will come as a but after that desire. You will say, I want to make a lot of money, but I know it's going to be very, very hard to make a lot of money. Or like you will have a certain statement around it that will create almost a block for you. And that block usually points to a subconscious belief that comes from sometime in your past that is basically telling you, okay, I want this, but I have a belief that it's not really accessible to me. And this negative conscious self-talk is usually like a clue to your subconscious beliefs. So the key here to going around this the beliefs is awareness. The only thing that you have to worry about is really awareness, and being aware in the moment of what you're thinking, and especially about the things that you want to create in your life. I'm going to make a whole video about changing subconscious beliefs and changing beliefs generally, and how it would affect your life to change the core beliefs that are running the framework of your reality. But for now, practice awareness. That's 90% of the challenge right there. Practice awareness in the moment of the things that run in your mind, about the things you want to manifest, about the reality that you want to create. So, let's recap. The two major blocks to manifestation are environment and beliefs. In terms of our environment, make sure our daily mind consumption, in terms of the music we listen to, the movies we watch, the social media content that we're consuming every day, is in alignment with the reality that we want to manifest. And in terms of the people we come across, that also affects our energy, our vibration. And if the people we come across are negative and are not encouraging our change and our shift and our goals, then we might want to limit the time we will spend with them, or we might completely want to have new friends instead. And the next part is our beliefs. And in terms of our beliefs, our subconscious beliefs that are coming from old experiences that are charged with emotion and feeling. And these old beliefs are like old programming, old operating systems for a computer. So until we change them, or until we are aware of them and start to alter them, new possibilities are not accessible to us. We cannot process new possibilities. And the next is conscious self-talk. We have to be aware and listen to the things we're saying and almost create distance between our thoughts and ourselves. And meditation helps with this. I'll make a new video about that, and making that distance between ourselves and our negative self-talk, and realizing this, I might have a negative belief about this thing I want to manifest, allows us to really get to the core of what's blocking our manifestation. So if you're running across this blocks to manifestation in your life, practice awareness and change what you consume, and I will guarantee you, your reality will start to shift, and your manifestations will come to you with the ease that they're supposed to come to you. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to comment down below what blocks to manifestation you have faced and what you're doing to go around. And as always, if you're interested in more law of attraction, spirituality, and self-development content, make sure to subscribe, and also leave comments on any topics that you want me to go into and explore, because I'm here and I will make a video on them. Thank you. Have a good one. Much love.